Hello and welcome to Tuesday, the 5th of May. I think it's 7 weeks. I think it's been about 7 weeks since I've been in the school. Yeah, so this is interesting. Would everybody just keep your distance? Yeah, just in case no one's told you that before. I don't know, maybe they haven't. Right, okay, so thank you so much for your work last week. Your robots were fantastic. Your jokes need to be worked on. Yeah, that's what the problem is here. Yeah, your jokes are absolutely appalling. Some were quite funny. Um, Listen, thank you so much for your work. It's been really good. There are some people that I'm not seeing too much of. I will be making sure that you're doing some work. And you might be doing other work with your parents or your grown-ups whoever's in your house. That is perfectly fine. I don't mind that. I just want to know what's happening because we have still got to write some reports about how we feel, and it would be good to get some work to you, work from you that we could see how you're doing. And it's very difficult. So if you can do some of the work that I set, that'd be great. I know I'm probably speaking to the people who are doing the work already, so I will just be quiet and just get on with it. First thing we're going to do, everybody, is we're going to look at spelling in a second. So make sure you've got your pencil and your paper and your cup of squash or tea. Yeah, just get something to write with. Not saying that you should be writing with tea. Okay, I'll be quiet. Right, goodbye. Spelling. Okay, people. I know this is the most exciting thing, and I know that you guys are absolutely loving spelling at the moment. I hope you are. I hope you're enjoying it. So spelling P3, I'm going to speak to you first. We're going to continue with plurals. Yeah. So plurals meaning more than one thing. Okay. So for example, if we've got the word baby, the plural of baby would be babies. Yeah. So more than one thing. For example, last week you had buzz and you were adding es onto the end of it to have buzzes. So many buzzes. This week you are looking at words ending in sh. Shh. Do you like that? Shh. Nice and relaxing. Just add es on the end to make a new word. Okay? So, for example, dish becomes dishes, and wish becomes wishes. Never say it like the way I've just said it. But that's your word this week. So have a little think about while I'm speaking to the P4s, or you can just fast forward if you want. Other words that end in sh that you can add es onto to make a plural. Have a think about that just now. P4's welcome. Hi. So you're looking at suffixes, yep, meaning adding something on the end to make a brand new word. So suffix, remember, is always the end of it. So last week, you were looking at constant ones, remember? You were adding full, less, and ness to words to add different words. P4 was so impressed by the words that it was getting back. Remember, tired became tiredness, care became careless. Well, look at this, we've got care again today. We're adding ER to the end of words to make new words. If it ends already in an E, you just add the R. So bake becomes baker, dance becomes dancer, and care becomes carer. Never say it like that, but you can see in different words as well. And the same activity, you're going to be creating your own spelling words. 10 spelling words from your world. Have a look around just now. Start naming things, maybe in your head or just out loud. Is there words that end in your rules that you can add different words and make different words? Write them down. If not, go and grab a book. There'll be loads of words in there. Dictionaries, Remember dictionary.com that I was speaking about last week? You can go in there, you can add them. Have a look around, create 10 words. And you might be finding a word and say, actually, that's not a word. For example, I've got table. You can't have tabler. Tabler? Maybe that should be a word, but it's not. So have a think about those words, write them down, send me a picture. If you don't want to send me a picture, that's perfectly fine. Just let me know that you've done it, so I know. Remember, the same thing in 4 weeks-ish time, I'll be giving you a little spelling assessment with all these rules. It'll be really interesting to see how you get on with it. Okay, you can pause this, or moving on to the next one, which is grammar. Welcome, grammar. Ignore that little website just now. I'll explain about that in a little second. So, grammar this week. P3s, I'm speaking to you again. The article an. Don't get it mixed up with your friend called Anne. Don't try and put her into a sentence. Now, this could be quite a simple one this week, once you get your head around it. We're looking for words beginning with the silent letter H. So we've got H. So, for example, in hour. Yeah. Words beginning with a silent letter in hour. If you write it in a sentence, it needs to have an before it. Have a think about this. Okay, so if you were writing a sentence and you said to your friend, or send it to your friend, I will see you in an hour. I will see you in an hour. I will see you in an hour. That doesn't sound right, doesn't it? I will see you in an hour. Doesn't sound right. Why does it not sound right? Because it's never a there. It is. Oh, let me get my pen. It is an. I will see you in an hour. I'll see you in an hour. In an hour. In an hour. I will see you in an hour. Yep. I've put down here as well some other words starting with that letter, silent letter, honest, honour, hour. I would like you P3s to create a sentence using these words. Okay? You can copy my one out if you want, or you can create your own word, your own sentence using hour, but using the word and before it. If it's another silent letter, for example, if it's a silent B, do you still need to use the word and? That's for you to find out, P3. Yeah? I'll give you the answer next time we have a lesson, but see if you can work that out. Primary of the fours, how are you today? We are looking at noun phrases. A very simple one this week. A noun phrase is part of a sentence, just part of a sentence, a simple part of a sentence. So it's a group of words that act like a noun. Have a think about that. My teacher, Mr. Leonard, doesn't have any adjectives in it, or verbs, just nouns. So it acts like a noun. So that's a noun phrase. My best friend. My best friend is a noun phrase because it doesn't tell you anything else. Excuse me, anything else about the friend. The school Victoria. It's just a noun phrase. The school and Victoria are both nouns. That is part of a sentence, and you might be saying, why do I need to know that? I know that that's part of a sentence, Mr. Land. It's important that you know that when you're making a sentence, that is a noun phrase. Because a good quality sentence has a noun phrase, adjective phrase, and a verb phrase as well. Yep, so it's good for that sentence structure. If you have a look at the website that I've put over here, P4s, this is again Khan Academy. And Khan Academy goes through a bit of what we're going to be talking about in the next few weeks. We're going to be talking about noun phrases and adjective phrases and verb phrases. If you want a wee bit of a head start, this goes through noun phrases. Then it's got the same thing as last week. It's got some activities that you can follow. It also goes through adjectives and verbs if you're enjoying going through that. And this is the way just to increase your sentences and make your writing amazing. That'd be really good. Okay, good luck with that, peoples. Maths. Please, you don't need to calculate for this. I just like to screen. Okay, bit of a starter one here. You can choose one of these. You can choose them all if you want. Here is the problem with them. And some people might find this tricky. There are no answers to these questions. What? Yeah, there's no answer to these questions. You need to come up with a reason why which one doesn't belong. So, for example, do you think 36 doesn't belong in this one? Why? Do you think one of the dices don't belong? Why? Do you think one? You don't need to do all three of them. You can just do one of them. Just a really simple one to try and work out. That there are lots of different solutions for it that people have written in, but I would love to see your problem-solving skills. Why do you think that this is the odd one out? You can pause this one until you're ready. I'd love to hear your answers on this one. Okay, today we're going to be looking at sequencing and ordering. So last week we were looking at the place value chart and we were having a little look at that and going on with it and just reminding ourselves about it. This week we're going to use the place value chart to help us try and sequence and order these numbers. P4s, you've got a little bit of a more P4s, you've got a challenging one coming up, a little bit of a different one using decimals, but you should be able to do that. We've spoken about that a little bit. And those of you who are on P3 and thinking you want a little bit of a challenge, you can try this one too. There will be in the files, there will be different sheets. There will be a little bit easier ones. There will be harder ones. This one that I've got up on the screen just now is the kind of medium one. So the one that isn't too hard or isn't too easy. It's kind of in the middle. But again, dependent on how you are with sequencing and ordering, you might find this really, really tricky. Okay, so please don't worry about it. Just trying your best. Okay, let's look at this one here. This one here to go there. Okay, so the first number here is 99. So it's up to you if you want to write down this place value. I always like to have a place value chart. I don't need to make it fancy at all, just a couple of lines going down, just so you know what the tens are, the units are, tenths, hundreds, hundreds and thousands on there. Okay, 99. How many tens are in 99? Well, there are 9 tens in 99. How many ones in 99? 9. Yeah. Next one, 345. 345. This pen's a little bit annoying, sorry about that. The next one is 671. And if you're still struggling with place value, on this sheet here, nothing goes past the decimal point. So it's always going to start with the units. So 671, you just do it. the opposite way, 6. Oh, sorry, 1, 7, 6. And that means there's 6 hundreds, 7 tens, 1 unit, 671. And we've got a doubler here, we've got 345 again. And then we've got 200. Wait, that doesn't look like a 2, doesn't it? And 22. So you're going to do on underneath it or at the side, depending on what your piece of paper looks like, you're going to do it from lowest to highest. What is the lowest number there? So is there any number that doesn't have hundreds at all? Well, there is, isn't there? So 99 will be the lowest number. The next number is the one that has the least amount of hundreds on this one. Because there any more, no. So it would be 200s. Oh. And what would the next number? 300s would be the highest, wouldn't it? So we would have, now we've got 2 345s there. I'm just going to write it once. And the next one would be 671. So the lowest number in that one is 99, and the highest one is 671. And you're going to try it for as many as you can going down here. Yeah. This one goes up to 1,000. Yeah. So you might want to try that. If you're looking at this and going, this is a little bit too tricky for me, there's another one on there that's got lower numbers on there. You might want to come back to this if you want to have a go at it. Or if you're looking at this and thinking this is too easy, there's another one with decimals on there. Give it a try. I'm about, so let me know if you need me. Oh, peoples! I'm so excited about this one. This is a STEM challenge. And your STEM challenge is to create a gourmet version of beans on toast. What does the word gourmet mean? The word gourmet means, has anybody seen MasterChef before? If anybody's seen MasterChef, it's basically a posh version. If you were to go to a very posh restaurant, you might serve beans on toast a little bit differently, so we can charge a lot of money. On MasterChef, you can sometimes get different versions of it. So like, how can you make something as simple as beans on toast a little bit posher? Like you're eating something incredible. Yeah? Let's have a think about this. So your challenge is, you've got to create a design idea first, a plan. You don't want to be wasting your beans on toast, do you? Especially in this environment. You want every bean. Yep. So how are you going to design it? Are you going to make a tower? Are you going to make a castle? How are you going to do it? Yep. So think about that carefully first. What is it going to be called? Are you just going to call it beans on toast? It's okay, but you might want to call it something completely different. What is the French for beans on toast? That might be quite interesting. You can shape your beans and toast any way you like. Yeah. So you can cut up your toast to make it something different. You can make beans in a different way. Yeah. Have a think about it. And this is the important one because it goes on to our instructions one. You must have instructions on how to replicate or how to copy this masterpiece. So a recipe on how to do it. So when you're doing your design, how are you going to be doing it? And if you don't have any beans in the house, you can replace them with something similar. Spaghetti hoops. I've got lots of Peppa Pig shapes or frozen shapes. So it's up to you if you've got anything there. Yeah. Hopefully this will help with some ideas of design. Okay, so the first one here, let's have a look. Oh, okay, so they've cut the toast into circles, then added a layer of beans, another circle of toast, another layer of beans, and then right at the top looks quite fancy, and that's 2 bits of toast sticking out. So as you can see, it's a little bit fancier beans on toast. Yeah. Don't worry about the second place thing. That was a competition that was down in Birmingham. It was, and they won second place for it. So this one was the second place one. So this one's a little bit different. They've got a little bit of garnish on there. Is that spring onions? I'm not sure that they've got on top of there, but underneath that they've got a little bit of cheese. Ah, so maybe you can add a little bit of something. Then those 4 little blobs of bean juice you can put in there to make it a little bit fancier. That's a really nice one. Oh, this one, a little castle with the beans in the middle. I like that. I would have to say though, that looks a bit like bread. Doesn't look like toast to me. Just saying. Just saying. But I still like it. And this one here won first place. So it's a little strip of toast with just a little bit of beans on it. With, I'm not sure what that is, a little bit of garnish of some sort. Then a star toast cutter. A toast cutter? Are there things called toast cutters? I don't know. It's cut into the shape of a star. Huh. What I will say, if anybody's got any cookie cutters or something like that, I do that with my little girl quite a lot, of making stars and making different things with cookie cutters. Don't know if that's something to look at, or if you've got some kitchen scissors, cutting the toast, really, really nice. What a good thing might be is that because we're all going through this lockdown thing together, if your grown-ups allow you to, you can maybe make your winning design. You can make your design for your whole family, and they can sit down with beans on toast. Yeah. But have fun with it. Enjoy it. I'm going to give you a little while for it, at least till next week. So we're looking at next Monday or next Tuesday for it. So there's no rush for it. Just enjoy it. Put the design in. Do the plan. Have a think about how you can make it really creative. How big a tower can be. It's completely up to you. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with it as well. Oh, the cup challenge. How are you getting on with it? I'm doing quite well with it. I got my ticket for the. Yeah, okay. I'm doing it quite well. I'm getting there. So, I would love to see how everybody's getting on with it. So, send me a message if you've been practicing it. If you want to upload a video, that would be great. I'm going to upload my one today as well, so you can see about it. I don't know if we've got enough people to do the live one. If anybody wants to share it with the rest of the class live, that could be quite good as well. But it's quite interesting little thing as well. But let me know if you've been doing it. Send me a message. Let me know. Amazing. Okay, my pals. So on Friday it's a holiday. So keep being amazing. Keep going, and I'll see you next Monday for it. Same thing. If you need me any point today, send me a message and I'll get back to you. I hope you're all being safe and yeah, all the usual stuff. If you've got Disney Plus, there's some amazing shows on there just now, but there's also lots of theatre shows and lots of things for free. If you want to stream it, if anybody been to Edinburgh Zoo just now, you can live link to there, and yeah, you can go all over the world virtually. So yeah, let me know if you do any of that. It'd be really good to have a think about it and try it with my family. Also, make sure you're doing some exercise and some yoga. and some meditation maybe, and just keep being awesome. See you soon. Bye.